All right, all right, all right. So today I am going to be testing out the Descript tool for podcast editing. I recently started kind of taking over my own editing process again, and so I wanted to test out Descript. I've tried it recently, and it went pretty well, but I didn't get super deep on it. So this video is mainly going to be me trying to get a little deeper, try to understand the tool a little bit more. And we're going to use one of my recent podcast episodes about Survivor to test this out. So let me share my screen. All right. Okay. So what do we want to do here? I could say make a podcast, but really I want to edit a video. That's kind of the main thing that I'm trying to do here. Yeah. So Descript is a tool that, originally I think it was a transcription tool, and it's really good at transcription. It also can edit out all of the ums and ahs and curse words and things like that from your podcasts. And I thought it worked pretty well last time I tried it. One of the things I want to learn on this trial run today is how and if it can handle multicam sequences. So I really have, as you can see here, I have three videos from this podcast episode. So there's the main video, which is both of us, and then there's the individual feeds for each. And so I kind of want to see what happens if I give it both or all three. Let's see. Yeah, see, I think this is going to confuse it because it's going to have. Let's see. So you name the person who speaks. There are two speakers in this video. So this allows the transcription to actually have your names next to what you say, which is nice. Definitely something that you want when you have, especially like having a more fleshed out transcript just becomes useful in a lot of different ways. So this will take a bit. So there may be a process of me just sitting here waiting. Probably should have uploaded everything. Okay, so all right, so this is interesting already though. It's giving me all three videos in one image, and so it does look like I might be able to. Okay, I can layer these. Yeah, we'll see if this is really what we want. Let me look over here while this is loading. Yeah, so there's this center active speaker option that could be interesting in the situation where doing a multicam edit is not going to work, which honestly is kind of feeling like it's not. All right, this is going to take some time. Let me see. Hmm. Wonder what else I can talk about while this is rolling. I'm gonna need to use Descript to cut this video down too. Um, I can show something cool that I worked on today while this is working. So the thing I did today was I built out a Notion board that is my to-do list. Um, for personal things, for my content creation. This is for my business, podcasting, and then for the two clients that I have, right? Um, and what I did was I basically have set this up so that I've got statuses I can change to do, in progress, and complete. I've got priority I can set. I've got different categories here. And then I've also got the date, which allows me to then use Notion Calendar. And you can see here, this is all of those tasks broken out into Notion Calendar. You'll see them in green. The rest are tasks just pulled in from my other calendar. But I think over time, most of this will be coming from Notion, which I think is going to be really cool and super useful. I'm going to do a video breaking down how I did this, but now I have one. I have the master one that has everything. I also have the work one that is just the client's work that I have. And then I have another board that just collects everything I've completed to date. So these are all the tasks that I've gotten done to this point. And then I'm going to have this other tracker that shows kind of the breakdown between personal, the different agencies. Like, what are these tasks that I've been working on? It's going to pull all that in. So that'll be nice. This is going to continue to evolve as it goes. But I think it's going to be extremely useful. And the thing is that I used, in order to develop all of these tasks, I used ChatGPT. And you'll see, like, I just hop onto a voice note. I just hop onto a voice note with ChatGPT. I ask it, I need to do a to-do list that will paste easily into an existing Notion board. I've learned that a CSV file is the wrong way to go. You just want it to be able to copy and paste. So this question was kind of irrelevant, but basically, I've shown ChatGPT. You can see this here. I've shown ChatGPT the different comments I have, and then this is actually something I needed to do. So I'll do this real quick on camera here. So I want to show ChatGPT all of the columns that I have. So I don't want it to do duration. So all right, so I'm going to share this with ChatGPT as well. These, no, that's the wrong one. These are the columns I use in Notion. Please update your memory for future to-do lists. Perfect. So now it knows the columns that I want. So now what I can do is, because I just updated my memory, I'm just going to do a new chat. All right. So first of all, I always just dictation. I use the dictation tool for ChatGPT because I think it's way more efficient than typing everything out. So I'm going to use the dictation tool here and just talk out what my to-do list will be specifically for content this week. I'd like to make a new addition to my to-do lists for my content creation for this week, the week of May 5th, 2025. Please use the categories and columns I shared and provide me with an output that is easily copy and pasted into Notion. So for content creation, I'll need to live stream each day of the week. So I'd like a task for each live stream. So we can call it live stream Monday, live stream Tuesday, etc. Then I'd like a task for Descript editing. So Descript editing will be its own task, and that should also be daily. So I need one task for each day. And then finally, I need a task for uploading content. Have that be daily starting on Tuesday. So provide me with 4 tasks for that, one for each day. All right. So since this was just kind of wanted to rattle that stuff off and just see what comes out here. So obviously everything I just said was caught. We'll submit that. Oh, interesting. I'm going to try this. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm going to try it the way it gave it to me. So then what I'm able to do, now this may be the incorrect formatting, we'll see. But then what I'm able to do is hit new page, paste. No, see, that's the wrong format. So I don't think this is going to work. Please create a table that is copyable. This is not going to work to paste into Notion. Why isn't it breaking into a table? That's not happening, chat. I was able to get this to work earlier. But it wasn't with this style. Maybe I need to duplicate this and have a master without groups. No, it's not working. Let's see. Please provide a table. This is not a table. I need a table. Sometimes when you dictate to chat, it's definitely. See, this is weird too. Why is it being so weird? Okay, so like earlier, I was able to do this. So I want to figure out what I did earlier. So it gave me this output earlier, which I was able to copy and hmm. This is very strange. Well, now I was confused because I did the same one earlier. Hmm. Let's do this. Hmm. Hmm. All right, clearly I don't understand how this works yet. So great live stream. Let's go back to Descript and see if this is done yet. All right. So we have Descript. We have it completely transcribed. Um, all right. So automatic multicam is an option here. Camera setup. I have. Well, how do I add? I see. Okay. Interesting. You can do all sorts of intros. Let's just try. Let's see what happens here. Underlord is thinking. Interesting aspect of it. Did I already do it? I mean, it's pretty crazy. It seems to be cutting it pretty effectively here. We'll see how it finishes. So it's not a very exciting process, that's for sure. Um, but you know, got to see me battle with Notion for a little bit as I'm trying to figure that out. And now we are patiently waiting for Descript to finish this. God, this could be really cool. If this just does it, man, the world's changing. Next time I will probably try Autopod if this doesn't work. If this works, I might stick with it. It's still going. How long does it give you any estimate of how long it's going to take? Hmm, Okay. It's really cutting here. I mean, is it done? All right. So we definitely have repeated audio. Well, the multicam is pretty impressive. I mean, it just cut to him, no problem. Now, is it going to go to the wide here in a second? Okay, so the only issue I'm having here is that the audio is like slightly off. Wow, look at that. But it seems to only think there's one audio track. How do we do that? Hmm. Can I mute these? See if repairing audio drift fixes that. Well, this takes a while as well. Um, I might hop off live, considering no one's watching. um, I think what we learned here is that it does appear to be able to do a multicam cut, and we'll see if it can handle the audio. That's where it seems to have trouble. But it probably needs the audio in order to do a proper multicam cut. And once you assign, yeah, once you assign the speakers, you'd think it would be fine. Hmm. Autopod might be better for this. I'm going to try a couple different things here, and we're going to see what happens. But that will be another video. I'm going to hop off for today. It's a nice 30-minute Sunday.